list of regards to the fellow members of the Alpha branch of the Utopia. And now, commencing video.
Hello everyone, my name is the one and only Silverreploid Xiaoli. How are you guys doing on YouTube? That's right, the Silverreploid / Inkling coming at you live looking fresh in the flesh on the net, stream or non-stream, and welcome back everyone to another video. First things first, hope you guys are having a very blessed and safe Monday thus far. And of course, let's just jump into our only upload for today, or only reaction right here, because well, chances are I might decide to do something later on this evening. I don't know, maybe a little music tune for you guys to vibe into, I don't know, but we'll see. At any rate guys, so we're here on a new week, and of course it is a week before Good Friday and of course Easter Sunday. We're nearing down to Egg Day. Gotta love eggs, scrambled eggs, omelets, boiled eggs, fried eggs, poached eggs, eggs on many different dishes. Okay, what am I doing talking about eggs being cooked? Either way guys, we're nearing down to another week until Easter. Also, if you gotten this far to the video, I have a special treat for you guys down below in the comments. So yeah, with that being said, let's get to our SCP reaction right here. This is SCP-4000 Taboo. Why do I find that name oddly familiar, considering the fact that I went against a certain tryhard of a boss in Super Smash Bros. Brawl one year, and you know what, I'm not here to talk about that type of taboo, but either way, so we're looking at SCP's perspective of Taboo. This is SCP number 4000. And before I commence the reaction guys, for those who are new to the channel, thank you all very much as always for tuning in, and of course giving the channel a very excellent glimpse. Your everlasting love and support are greatly appreciated by you truly. Please do not hesitate to like this video if you enjoyed, leave your comments down below, and please subscribe for more content with the notifications activated. And of course, big shout out to the members on behalf of the Utopian branch, aka the membership branch. If you also wish to become a member on behalf of the branch, please refer to the join button, review the perks, and when you join, the perks will be granted to you by yours truly. Make sure you also subscribe to SCP Explained for more of their explanatory animations. The channel is provided in the description, comments, and outro. And with that being said everyone, let us go ahead and without any hesitation react to this animation right here. We shall see how it goes, and that'll be all for today's reactions. Rolling clip now. Hi everyone, before continuing, it is with great pleasure to let you guys know that I recently made a cameo. If you'd like to receive a personal video shout out from me, whether it's your birthday, your wedding day, or if you even like to receive a congratulatory shout out for your gaming achievement, sporting achievements, social media account milestones, and so much more to help you to also start your cameo journey, please refer to my link located in the video description.
What's in a name? Ancient folklore and fairy tales sometimes tell of the importance of names, that they can hold the power
What's
to
he
summon
doing out
or
there?
banish. Whether you buy into the superstition or not, you'd be unwise to ignore the power a name can have, especially if you ever dare to venture into SCP-4000. Why? Use your own name too many times in this extra-dimensional forest, and you may find that what walks out isn't you at all. At least once a year, the Foundation leads an expedition into SCP-4000 to explore this Keter-class dimension. But if you go down to those woods today, then you'd better follow the rules. Remember, the Foundation has implemented these guidelines for your own safety, and it's in your best interests to follow them. First and foremost, when referencing anything inside SCP-4000, be it a person, place, or thing, you cannot, under any circumstances, use names or titles. Communication is key when exploring SCP-4000, and making use of specific descriptors will deter any adverse effects on your journey. For example, you may want to refer to the location of SCP-4000 as the woods where you need to speak carefully, an apt description for such a place. Of course, there is a reason the Foundation doesn't provide a handy flashcard of alternative descriptors for any personnel taking part in the annual mission into SCP-4000. Nothing found there can be referred to with any consistent name, so it's perhaps advisable to look over a thesaurus and expand your vocabulary before visiting SCP-4000, as you'll need to come up with a lot of different ways to refer to the people and creatures around you. But don't worry, the Foundation will be able to train you how to properly refer to SCP-4000 in both written and verbal communication. In a similar vein, the second rule states that no personnel member should respond to their own name while in SCP-4000. Naturally, you and your fellow expedition team will not be alone in the forest you find yourselves in. The denizens of SCP-4000 are perpetually mutating creatures, some appearing to be trustworthy while others are hostile. It is for personnel members' own safety that no consistent names or titles are used to refer to each other in conversation. conversation. This has been known to cause personnel returning from SCP-4000 to experience vivid hallucinations, and in some instances has led to the appearances of creatures found in SCP-4000 in our world. Thirdly, when interacting with the life forms residing in SCP-4000, personnel are advised to accept any gifts that they're offered, but are warned to, under no circumstances, consume anything that is given to them while inside the forest. Finally, and above all, do not divulge any name, nickname, codename, alias, or any other personal designation when interacting with any native entities, and disregard any designator that an inhabitant of SCP-4000 attempts to assign to you. Personnel must, however, remain courteous in the presence of any native creature of SCP-4000 and treat these entities with respect and formality. Access to SCP-4000 can only be achieved by performing Procedure 4000 Halloway, a ritual requiring a steady flame in an indoor fireplace.
Another
fueled
one,
by
like
only organic
how they
kindling.
did before.
Personnel are required to combine the powdered bones
That
of
one
one male
chamber.
lion, one male red fox, and a baleen whale, and cast these into the fire with a personal possession holding strong sentimental value to the staff member performing 4000 Halloway. Next, personnel are to add 3 feathers of a bird, such as a raven or crow, and must respond with the correct counter phrases once the fire begins to emit a voice. If these conditions are met and the correct response is given, Foundation personnel will gain access to the entry point of SCP-4000. If any error is made during the course of performing Procedure 4000 Halloway, then under no circumstances should this ritual be repeated. Staff are urged to apologize for any incorrect actions, then refrain from engaging in this procedure in the future. Should Procedure 4000 Halloway be completed successfully, Foundation personnel will find themselves arriving in the access point to SCP-4000, emerging from the mouth of an old well in the center of the forest. Exploration teams sent into SCP-4000 are advised that this dimension does not adhere to the laws of physical space that personnel will be accustomed to. There is a single, confirmed safe route that must be used when traversing the forest of SCP-4000, a dirt path leading in a circuit both beginning and terminating at the entry point. Previous attempts to map the landscape of SCP-4000 all confirm that the only way to safely exit this dimension is to follow the entire length of the path in one direction until
I wonder how
eventually
long that
returning to
is.
the well. You
Probably
have been
hectic
warned.
long.
Any attempt to travel back to the direction you came in will result in a loss of contact with the rest of the expedition team. As
So the
mentioned,
further you travel, the
SCP-4000 is
poorer
home
the
to a
reception
number
will
of
turn out to
entities,
be.
often noted to be undergoing continuous and dramatic changes in form. These physiological mutations appear to occur whenever these creatures are unobserved, making distinguishing between them difficult. When questioned about the exact nature of these changes, the inhabitants of SCP-4000 claim to have no control over them and express distress and dissatisfaction when said changes occur. Guidelines have been put in place by the Foundation regarding the interactions between personnel and creatures found in the forest, and adhering to the rules regarding the use of consistent names and titles remains vitally important. The native creatures appear semi-humanoid and are reported to be highly temperamental. Should any staff member happen to offend one of these natives, they may be subjected to anything from verbal assault to acts of extreme physical violence from the SCP-4000 resident. If any Foundation personnel further question why there are so many rules when visiting SCP-4000, then they need to look no further than the discoveries and fate of Dr. Eugene Japers, who during his initial expedition to SCP-4000 in 2005 encountered a humanoid native entity whose head resembled a rabbit's. As the pair shared
Why does he kind of resemble
conversation,
Jock
the
Schnee
rabbit-like
from
creature
Ruby?
made an inquiry regarding
A
Dr.
subpar
Japers' name,
individual at
asking,
that.
"How was your name?" Keeping to the rules, Dr. Japers did not divulge any name or other form of title to the creature at this time. However, Japers remained courteous and polite during the interaction. The rabbit responded with the following: "Are you simple? I'm merely asking how your name is. My name has smelt of raspberries lately, I think, or snapdragons perhaps. It's so hard to tell these days, but one makes an effort." In his reply, Dr. Japers made a reference to his own name as having tasted rather tart as of late. Before concluding the conversation with the rabbit entity,
What about
upon
aging like
returning
fine
to the
wine?
SCP-4000 forest 3 years later, Dr. Japers was met with the same creature and once again engaged in conversation with it. After briefly discussing their previous encounter, Dr. Japers was able to turn their exchange towards something the rabbit
That
had
one
mentioned
looks
before,
kind of
while
strange.
finding it difficult to describe his own name. When asked to clarify this point, the rabbit replied, "I can only assume it's because of how long we've been apart, my name and I, that is. It's a good name, a proud name, I'm fairly sure. By this point, though, it's probably decayed from its former grandeur, if it even still exists." After this mention of its relationship with its own name, it should be noted that the rabbit referred to Dr. Japers by the title Fellow Scholar. The third and final encounter between Dr. Japers and this entity came in 2013 after the Doctor was sent into SCP-4000 with instructions to conduct a more thorough interview with the subject. It was during their third conversation that the Rabbit Man revealed details of a long-forgotten war between human beings and the residents of SCP-4000. Apparently, these creatures, the Fae, do not originate from the forest in which they now reside, and according to the Rabbit Man's claims, were born in our world. Much as it grieves me to say, we were betrayed, the Rabbit explained. We had fought side by side, in the war against that factory. We had done nothing but help them, and what did they do? They destroyed us. They took so many of our lives and all of our names. Some of us fled here when the war was just beginning, but not many. Not many. Still, though, I don't hate them. It has been assumed by some that the Foundation was directly involved in whatever may have wiped out the Fae, causing them to either retreat or be banished to the forest of SCP-4000. An additional assumption has been made that whatever weapons were used on these creatures is directly responsible for their constantly shifting state, rendering them without their own names or identities. Whatever the case may be, it was during their conversation that Dr. Japers, in reference to their second encounter, referred to himself as a fellow scholar to the Rabbit in order to coax information from him. However, in doing so, the Doctor had unwittingly accepted the title that the native entity had given him. By mistakenly responding to the name fellow scholar, the Doctor had broken the rules of interacting with the creatures of SCP-4000. An easy mistake, but a costly one. The Doctor would later leave SCP-4000, traversing the safe path back to the well, and Dr. Japers vanished shortly after his exit from SCP-4000. His whereabouts are currently unknown. The Foundation has made several attempts to investigate his untimely disappearance, but to this day, he remains missing, and the fur left on the inside of his expedition gear displayed no strange properties. The single goal, it would seem, of
This
the
is rather
creatures
awkward.
residing in SCP-4000 is the theft of names. However, this naturally extends far beyond the Dimension's definition of identity theft. Though an unfortunate blunder, Dr. Japers allowed the friendly nature and demeanor of the Rabbit entity to trick him into accepting the name fellow scholar. By giving Dr. Japers a name, the Rabbit was free to steal not only his name, but his very identity. While it is unclear how this transference is achieved by the creatures, it is due to the risk of this that the Foundation employs such strict rules for any research team tasked with traveling to the forest of SCP-4000. Make no mistake, names have more power than we realize, and this is evident in few places more so than SCP-4000, a pocket dimension where ever-changing survivors of a forgotten massacre exist as identities alone. Remember, a name is a powerful thing, whichever side of the well you find yourself on. Your name binds you to who you are, but if your name becomes someone else's, then one else of yours becomes theirs too. Now go check out
Pro tip, keep your name, for the sake of anonymity, extremely private when it comes to these circumstances. Especially when Dr. Japers actually gave that bunny-like creature his own name, and I thought it was going to be something hectic for Taboo related, but given this and the fact that most of the personnel were like giving their names to these strange entities and everything, it kind of led them to their massive downfall, which also cost them their lives as well. As far as Dr. Japers though, I'm not sure if whether or not he actually survived, but although I guess they could assume that he's missing in action, I don't know, but frankly, like I said, this is rather awkward in more angles than one. So that right there, guys, is my reaction to SCP-4000 Taboo, or Holloway, where, well, I don't know, but either way, guys, that right there is the reaction to the animation, explanatory animation, and at least they're not here. Well, I shouldn't be sugarcoating that, but heck, if we were to encounter them, what if they like become resilient and ask for our freaking identification card? I just keep it in my wall and just like, you know, back away, so, or better yet, just not get into their vicinity. But I don't know. But either way, guys, that right there was my reaction to the animation. I hope you guys enjoyed it very much, and if you did, as always, guys, please hit the like button, leave your comments down below, and please subscribe for more with the notifications activated. Make sure you also subscribe to SCP Explained for more of their explanatory animations. Channels provided in the description, comments in the outro, and guys, my social media, Twitch, and my song lists are also provided in the description as well, with the inclusion of my cameo. If you want to request a personal shout out from yours truly, please do not hesitate to refer to the link in the description, and of course request me to say whatever you want me to say on camera, and boom, you have a personal shout out from yours truly. And if you also wish to commission a song made by yours truly that you use for your content, etc., please do not hesitate to hit me up via social media. We'll go from there, for I do song commissions. Also, before I go, I want to give my GGs to all the teams that participated in the Splatfest that recently concluded. As you already know, Team Night won, and of course, speaking of Night, I can't wait to go to sleep again. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. I love every single one of you. This is me signing off right now. Silverreploid CLE. Stay fresh in the flesh and off the hook. And on behalf of the Utopia, I will catch every single one of you in the next video. Have a blessed and safe Monday, everyone. And as always, I will see you again soon. Take care of yourselves and stay healthy. If you love music, and if you would like to partake in supporting my channel by purchasing music, please refer to my song list down below. Hey guys, Silverreploid CLE here. I want to thank all of you for watching this video. Please smash on the like button, subscribe for more content if you're new, and please turn on the push notifications. And also, please make sure you check out my other videos or any video on display and show tons of love and support for not only me, but to those who are also involved. Have a great one, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!